She is in jail, in prison for sex crimes. And she goes from a secure prison to a club fed. How are the American people supposed to believe anything that's coming out of the administration, let alone the president's mouth?
Well, I think, Jonathan, this isn't just this administration. This is government in general right now. Earlier in the year, we saw polls saying that 70% of Americans believed that government was fundamentally corrupt. And what happens here is that when you see selective accountability, that's when trust erodes in the American people. And I think that the timing here is really curious because you had this new subcommittee on the House Rules Committee in a bipartisan way. They did exactly what the American people sent them to Congress to do. And they said, let's subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell. Also, we want to subpoena the DOJ. In an 8-2 vote, said, let's subpoena the DOJ. Comer signed that subpoena immediately and said, great, we're going to depose Ghislaine Maxwell on August 11th. In Florida, it was scheduled. He didn't sign the subpoena for the DOJ. And then all of a sudden, in anticipation of August 11th, she's moved to Texas, and now they're allowing the deposition to happen after the Supreme Court hearing, which isn't until August 29th. When Congress does exactly what it's supposed to do on behalf of the American people, and there's ambiguity about the sequencing, that's when trust's eroding. That's why you're seeing 10,000 people every day leaving the Republican and Democratic parties. This isn't a partisan issue. This is a fundamental issue of trust in our institutions of government. And that's why at the Forward Party, we're calling for full transparency and accountability here.
I mean, I think Trump's acting incredibly shady around this stuff, to be honest with you. And I think that's part of the problem. This man ran on producing documents, exposing these lies, and now he's acting in a way that suggests that he has something to hide. Do you imagine that it just dogs him until there is some sort of transparency?
Well, that's why the timing here is interesting. It's going to continue to dog him. If now they're waiting until the Supreme Court's going to look at this on August 29th, it's not going anywhere. I listened to some of the rhetoric coming out of the speaker, and it makes me think of conversations with my kids. Like, it's okay, don't worry about it. We don't need to pursue any more bipartisan legislation on this matter because the Trump administration's got it. That's not assuaging anybody's concerns here.